2020 is coming to an end, and boy, it's been one heck of a ride, that's for sure. So today, we are going to take a look back at some of the biggest and most powerful pop culture and historic moments of 2020. So let's take a trip down memory lane. Right at the beginning of the year, there was some major royals news. So in January, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle announced that they decided to step back as members of the British royal family, and they wanted to be financially independent. That announcement pretty much shocked the world, and it was later dubbed Megxit. We all lost our minds and our hearts melted when the Brat and Jen reunion happened in January at the SAG Awards. This is a duo that people ship really hard, and as we all know, they were married for 5 years before getting divorced in 2005, so it was nice to see their friendly exchange backstage. One of the most iconic Super Bowl performances happened in February of 2020, and that is the halftime performance by Jennifer Lopez and Shakira. The duo sang and danced their butts off to some of their bangers like Hips Don't Lie and Jenny from the Block, and their performance had rave reviews. Also, their performance kind of made me feel insecure about myself considering they're like 50, but that's okay, life moves on. Another huge moment in February, this time film-related, the South Korean film Parasite literally made history, becoming the first ever non-English film to win Best Picture at the Academy Awards. The film won a total of 4 awards that night, including the Best Director award for Bong Joon-ho. The Netflix reality show Love is Blind totally took over most people's lives in 2020, including my own. Now, you remember that show where people are isolated in pods and they get engaged to someone without ever seeing their face? It was a truly entertaining show, but all I'm gonna say is Messica 2020 was my fave.
Amazing person I've ever met in my whole life.
Another Netflix sensation was Tiger King. It raked in over 34 million viewers within the first 10 days, which is insane. The true crime docuseries premiered during the early weeks of quarantine, and people could not get over Joe Exotic and Carole Baskin and all of their drama and their cats. And many people are still wondering if Carole Baskin murdered Don Lewis.
Hey, all you cool cats and kittens.
It's Carol from Big Cat Rescue.
Hand washing became a serious obsession for many once COVID-19 hit, and that's exactly why the Safe Hands Challenge went viral. So celebs kept posting videos of themselves washing their hands, trying to encourage everyone to do the same. And this era gave us some gems like Arnold Schwarzenegger teaching his dog how to wash effectively.
Your thumbs, and then you go, exactly. That's how we wash the hands.
One World Together at Home was one of this year's most memorable events. It was an at-home benefit concert curated by Lady Gaga and organized by Global Citizen, and it featured many performances and special appearances from celebrities across the world. In total, the concert raised $127 million for COVID-19 relief, which was given to the WHO and other charities. Now, this one is one of my favorite stories. So back in May of 2021, Elon Musk and Grimes named their baby XAEA-12, which essentially sounds like a Tesla model number. And I don't even know how to pronounce that. But anyway, California law doesn't allow numbers on birth certificates, so they changed the name to XAEA-XII, which, I mean, doesn't make any more sense than the first option, really. After the death of George Floyd and several other Black Americans, June marked a powerful moment in American history as protests and real conversations about racial injustices and police brutality took over the globe. People across more than 700 U.S. cities and at least 17 countries, including Canada, protested in solidarity with Black Lives Matter, fighting for police reform and justice. In July, Beyoncé blessed us all with the release of Black is King, a visual album which was inspired by Disney's The Lion King. This production was filmed across 3 continents, and Beyoncé researched and worked on this project for over a year, collaborating with Black artists around the world. Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion joined forces on WAP, the song that had everyone talking. The raunchy song smashed records, debuting at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts, and also inspired a very viral TikTok dance, which perhaps caused some injuries too. November was a historic month for America. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris won the U.S. presidential election, making Kamala Harris the first ever woman, first ever African American, and first ever Asian American to be elected as Vice President of the United States. And Joe Biden earned the most votes cast for any presidential candidate in U.S. history. Harry Styles is a true icon, and he made history as the first ever solo male cover star of Vogue for the December issue, and he also rocked the cover in a beautiful Gucci ball gown, and he worked it, and many praised Harry for pushing the boundary of gender norms. Now that's your 2020 recap. We'll see you, I guess, next year for the 2021 recap.